Hello and welcome to Unlock English. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going on a journey together through an entire day, from sunrise to bedtime. You'll hear simple, natural English that describes real moments, real feelings, and real experiences. This lesson is designed for you to listen, follow along, and let the language flow naturally into your mind. You can do this lesson anywhere you like, at home while relaxing, on your way to work, or even while taking a walk. Just listen to my voice and let the English become part of you. Lucy, this lesson is for you and everyone who wants to feel more confident speaking English every single day. Are you ready? Let's start our day together. Morning is here. Sunlight touches the walls of my bedroom. The light is gentle and warm. I can feel it even before I open my eyes. My body knows it's time to wake up. I hear my phone buzzing on the table. It vibrates 3 times. I reach for it slowly. My hand is still heavy with sleep. I tap the screen. The alarm stops. Silence fills the room again. I don't jump out of bed right away. I just lie there for a moment. My blanket is soft. I stretch my fingers. I stretch my toes. I feel my body waking up little by little. Then I sit up. I rub my eyes. I yawn quietly. The room smells fresh. Someone must have opened a window downstairs. I stand up and walk toward the window in my room. I pull back the curtain. The street below is starting to move. I see a woman jogging. She wears a red cap. Her shoes are white. She runs with steady steps. A man walks his 2 dogs. One is big, one is small. The small one stops to smell a flower. The man waits patiently. Across the street, someone is sweeping their front steps. The broom moves back and forth in a rhythm. It's calming to watch. I hear a bird chirping. Then another one joins. They sound happy. The morning feels slow and kind. I leave my room and walk down the hallway. The floor is cool under my feet. I didn't put on slippers yet. I can hear sounds from the kitchen. Someone is opening cupboards. I smell something warm. Maybe tea, maybe toast. I walk into the bathroom. The mirror is a little foggy. I turn on the tap. Water runs over my hands. It's cold at first, then it warms up. I splash my face. It wakes me up completely. I reach for my toothbrush. I squeeze a little toothpaste on it. I brush slowly, carefully. I rinse my mouth. I feel clean. I feel more awake now. In the kitchen, my mom is pouring hot water into a teapot. She hums a tune I don't recognize. My dad sits at the small table near the window. He holds a mug with both hands. Steam rises from it. He's looking outside, not saying anything, just watching the day begin. My younger sister is spreading jam on toast. She uses a lot of jam. It drips a little. She licks her finger and smiles. I say, "Good morning." Everyone answers back warmly. The kitchen feels like the heart of the house in the morning. It's where we all come together before the day pulls us in different directions. I sit down at the table. There's a plate in front of me.
toast, butter, and a boiled egg. Simple but perfect. I peel the egg carefully. I sprinkle a little salt on it. I take a bite. It's warm and soft. My sister asks me what time I'm leaving. I check the clock on the wall. It's almost 7:30. I tell her soon. She nods. My dad folds his newspaper. He says the sky looks clear today. Good weather for being outside. Mom asks if anyone needs anything from the shop later. My sister says she needs a notebook. I say I'm fine. We talk without hurry. There's no rush yet, just quiet conversation and warm food. After breakfast, I bring my plate to the sink. I rinse it under the water. My sister does the same. We stack them neatly. Mom wipes down the table. Dad puts the butter back in the fridge. Everyone helps a little. It's just what we do. I go back upstairs to get ready. I choose my clothes. A sweater and jeans. Comfortable and simple. I get dressed slowly. I check my reflection. I look okay. I feel okay. I grab my bag from the chair. I put in my wallet, my phone, a book, and a small snack. I check the zipper. Everything's inside. I walk back downstairs. My shoes are by the door. I slip them on and tie the laces. My mom hands me my jacket. She says it might get cooler later. I thank her. I say goodbye to everyone. My dad waves from his chair. My sister says, "See you tonight." I open the front door and step outside. The air smells different than it did earlier. A little cooler, a little fresher. I close the door behind me. The street is busier now. A bus stop drives past. I can see kids inside through the windows. Some are talking. Some are looking at their phones. A cyclist rides by, wearing a bright green vest. He rings his bell twice as he passes someone walking slowly. I walk toward the corner where the bus stop is. My steps are steady. I'm not in a hurry, but I don't want to be late either. I pass a small garden. The gate is open. I see roses and daisies. Someone has been taking good care of them. A butterfly lands on one of the flowers. It stays there for a few seconds, then flies away. At the bus stop, there are already a few people waiting. A young man leans against the post. He's wearing headphones. His eyes are closed. He's lost in his music. An older woman sits on the bench. She has a shopping bag on her lap. She looks tired but peaceful. A boy stands next to his mother. He's holding a toy car. He makes engine sounds with his mouth. His mother smiles, but doesn't say anything. I stand near the edge of the sidewalk and look down the road. I can see the bus in the distance. It's coming slowly, stopping at each corner. The bus pulls up in front of us. The doors open with a soft hiss. The driver nods. I step on and scan my card. It beeps. I walk down the aisle and find a seat near the middle. I sit by the window. The seat is firm, but not uncomfortable. I set my bag on my lap. The bus starts moving again. It rolls smoothly over the road. I look outside and watch the town go by. We pass a cafe with outdoor seating. A man reads a magazine while drinking coffee. A couple shares a pastry. We pass a bookstore with a display in the window. We pass a park where someone is walking a golden dog. The bus stops a few more times. People get on, people get off. An elderly man with a cane sits across from me. He places the cane between his knees and looks out the window, just like I do. The bus driver announces the next stop. It's mine. I press the button on the pole. A soft ding sounds. The bus begins to slow. I stand up and hold the rail. I walk toward the front. I say thank you to the driver as I step off. He says, "Have a good one." I smile.
I'm standing in front of a tall brick building now. This is where I work. It's not fancy, but it's familiar. I walk up a few steps and push open the glass door. Inside, the air is warmer. I hear footsteps echoing from somewhere above. I walk down a hallway. The walls are painted light blue. There are a few posters about safety and wellness. I reach my floor and walk into the office. A few people are already at their desks. Some are typing, some are sipping coffee. I greet a coworker named Emma. She's organizing papers on her desk. She looks up and says good morning with a smile. I walk to my desk in the corner by the window. I like this spot. I can see the street below and a slice of sky. I take off my jacket and hang it on the back of my chair. I place my bag underneath. I sit down and take a breath. The chair is a little squeaky, but I'm used to it. I turn on my computer. The screen flickers to life. I type in my password. My inbox loads. 7 new emails. I scan through them quickly. Most are routine. One is from my supervisor. She's asking for a file I worked on yesterday. I open it and send it to her right away. She replies within 2 minutes. She says thank you and that it looks great. That makes me feel good. I spend the next hour reading, typing, and organizing. I update a spreadsheet. I answer a few questions from a colleague. I make a list of things I need to finish by the end of the day. The office is quiet, except for the hum of computers and the occasional cough or phone ring. At around 10:30, I stand up to stretch. My back feels stiff. I roll my shoulders. I walk to the small kitchen area. Emma is there making tea. She offers me a cup. I accept. We talk for a few minutes about nothing in particular. The weather, the weekend, a show we both watched. It's nice to have these small moments. They make the day feel lighter.
I go back to my desk with the tea. It's warm in my hands. I sip it slowly while I read through a report. I make a few notes in the margins. I highlight a sentence that I want to remember. My phone buzzes. It's a message from my sister. She says she found the notebook she needed. I reply with a thumbs up. I put my phone down and get back to work. Time moves steadily. Before I know it, it's almost noon. There's a meeting scheduled at 12. I gather my notebook and a pen. I walk into the meeting room. 5 other people are already there. We sit around a long table. Our manager starts by thanking everyone for their work this week. She talks about a new project we'll be starting soon. She explains the steps. She asks if anyone has concerns. One person raises a question about timing. Another suggests a different approach. I listen carefully and take notes. When it's my turn to speak, I share an idea I had. My manager nods and says that's worth exploring. I feel a small sense of pride. The meeting wraps up after 20 minutes. We all return to our desks. It's lunchtime now. I'm hungry. I take my lunch bag from under my desk and head to the break room. A few coworkers are already eating. I sit with Emma and a guy named Daniel. Emma has brought leftovers from dinner. It smells like curry. Daniel is eating a sandwich he bought from a shop nearby. I open my container. Inside is a grain bowl I made last night. Quinoa, roasted vegetables, chickpeas, and a lemon dressing. It's colorful and filling. We eat and talk. Daniel tells a story about his cat knocking over a plant. We laugh. Emma talks about a hiking trail she wants to try this weekend. I say, it sounds lovely. These lunch conversations are some of my favorite parts of the day. They remind me that work is also about connection. After lunch, I take a short walk outside. There's a small green space behind our building. A few benches, a couple of trees. I sit on one of the benches and close my eyes for a moment. I feel the sun on my face. I hear the rustle of leaves. A bird lands nearby and hops around looking for crumbs. I watch it for a while. Then I check the time. I should get back. I stand up, brush off my pants, and head inside. The afternoon feels longer than the morning. Maybe it's because I'm a little more tired now. But I keep going. I answer more emails. I finish the report I was working on earlier. I organize some files on my computer. I delete things I don't need anymore. I make a phone call to confirm an appointment for next week. The person on the other end is polite and helpful. Everything goes smoothly. Around 4 o'clock, I take another short break. I refill my water bottle. I walk around the office just to move my legs. I chat briefly with a coworker about plans for the evening. She's going to visit her parents. I say, that sounds nice. By 5, I'm wrapping up. I close all my programs. I write a quick to-do list for tomorrow so I don't forget anything. I tidy my desk. I put my notebook in my bag. I shut down my computer. The screen goes black. I stand and put on my jacket. I say goodbye to the people still working. Emma waves. Daniel says, "See you tomorrow." I walk out of the office feeling accomplished, not because I did anything extraordinary, just because I showed up and did my best.
The evening air greets me as I step outside. The sun is lower now. The light is softer, almost golden. Shadows are longer. I walk back to the bus stop. This time there's a different group of people waiting. A woman with grocery bags. A teenager scrolling on his phone. A man in a suit talking quietly on a call. The bus arrives. I get on, tap my card, and find a seat. The ride home feels different than the morning. The energy is quieter. People look more relaxed. They're heading home, just like me. I watch the streets pass by. We go through neighborhoods I recognize. A corner store, a playground, a row of houses with little front gardens. A dog barks from behind a fence. The bus stops. I get off and begin the short walk to my house. The sidewalk is uneven in places. I step carefully. A neighbor is outside watering plants with a green watering can. We exchange smiles. I reach my front door and unlock it. I step inside. I'm home. The house smells like cooking, something with onions and spices. My mom is in the kitchen stirring something in a pot. My sister is setting the table. My dad is sitting in the living room reading something on his tablet. My younger brother runs up to me. He's holding a drawing he made at school. It's full of colors. I tell him it's wonderful. He beams. I put my bag down and wash my hands. I join my family. We sit together for dinner. The table is full. Rice, vegetables, chicken, and salad. We pass dishes around. We serve ourselves. We eat slowly. My dad talks about a project he's working on. My mom mentions a friend she spoke to on the phone. My sister talks about a test she has coming up. My brother talks about a game he played at recess. I listen to all of them. I share a little about my day, too. Nothing dramatic, just the small pieces that made it real. We laugh. We tease each other gently. We feel close. After dinner, we clean up together. I clear the plates. My sister washes. My brother dries.
My dad puts things away. My mom wipes the counter. It doesn't take long when we all help. We move into the living room afterward. The TV is on, but the volume is low. My mom sits with a book. My dad checks his phone. My sister plays a card game with my brother. I sit on the couch and just breathe. The day is winding down. I decide to call my aunt. She lives a few hours away. I haven't spoken to her in a while. She answers on the third ring. Her voice is cheerful. She asks how I am. I tell her I'm good. She tells me about her week. She went to a market and bought fresh honey. She's planning to bake bread tomorrow. We talk for about 15 minutes. Before we hang up, she says she's proud of me. I thank her. That means a lot. Later, I step outside for a few minutes. The sky is dark now. Stars are starting to appear. The air is cool and still. I hear crickets. A car passes slowly down the street. I take a deep breath and let it out slowly. I feel calm. I feel grateful. I go back inside. I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I change into comfortable clothes. I check my phone one last time. A friend sent me a funny picture. I smile and reply. I plug in my phone to charge. I turn off the lights in the hallway. I say goodnight to my family. They say it back. I go to my room. I pull back the covers and climb into bed. The pillow is cool. The blanket is soft. I close my eyes. Today was a good day, Lucy. Not because anything big happened, but because it was full of small, meaningful moments. Waking up gently, connecting with people, doing work that mattered, coming home to family, feeling peace. That's what life is made of. And you just practiced English while living through it all. You listened, you followed, you understood. That's real progress. Thank you for spending this time with me today. This is Unlock English, and I'm so proud of the work you're doing. Keep listening, keep learning, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. You're doing amazing. I'll see you in the next lesson.